I first want to start off by telling you what a fabulous job you all did on the course wiki. It was unbelievable. It exceeded my expectations. And this is due next week, and it's kind of a short little unit. The first thing I want to talk about are the mini projects and the mini teachings. And for this unit, I'd like you to go to read through the mini projects PDF file, that's right here, and decide what type of projects will work for you and your practicum experience. You're required to do 2. Now, I don't expect you to do them this week. That would be unpractical. But what I do expect is that you decide what you're going to do this week. And I've made a discussion form, and I would like you to talk about what you are going to do and what your idea is for your 2 mini projects, and put them on the discussion form. And then after you've completed them on the discussion form, you'll go back and you'll tell how it went and what went well and what didn't go well. I'm going to bring into the window here the mini project sheet, and I've got several listed. Valley City State University does use the plan, implement, evaluate, and reflect. So this week my expectation is that you are going to plan and get ready to implement. Then after you teach your lessons or whatever you're doing, you're going to evaluate and you're going to reflect on how it went. And you'll do all this within the discussion forum. So there are things that you can do that if your cooperating teacher doesn't want you to be teaching, that's fine. You're new, and teachers are under a lot of stress right now with all the standards-based testing. So it may happen that they just are not comfortable giving up their classroom, and that's perfectly fine. Then pick something. There's enough things here for you to pick that you can find something to do. And so we've got memories, sociograms. You can design a bulletin board and just, on poster board, design a bulletin board using poster board as your wall and put it in there. You can establish a network, interview a staff member, read a book, read more about it, judge an event, create a list of technology, sample the stars, teach a small group, teach from a textbook, work with a student, stop the presses, finding an article in the New York Times, and you can find the New York Times online, behavior and classroom management, and any other ideas. If you have an idea that you would like to do, just go ahead and email me. Or if there's an idea that your cooperating teacher has, email me. I am very open to suggestions and to what you want to do. This is your experience, and my take on it is I'm your facilitator. I'm guiding you. I'm giving you tips and tricks and giving you some background information so that you can be successful. But this is you, and this is about you, and I want to do what works for you. So this is the mini projects. You are required to do 2. Bloom was a theorist, and he came up with a pyramid of knowledge and for the use of instructional objectives. So at the knowledge level, students are they're reciting. It's a lot of your 100 level courses where the teacher lectures, you read and take a test. Okay, to make sure that you've gained the knowledge. Then we have the comprehension level, which you're comprehending information. Anderson was a student under Bloom about 15, 20 years ago. And because of the way that our technology is running our society now and how things have changed, he took Bloom's taxonomy and he made it digital. So this pyramid is from Lon Anderson, and he's basically taken and recreated the taxonomy to be more digitally friendly. So instead of knowledge, we have remembering. Comprehension is understanding. Application is applying. So these are the 2 taxonomies that I want you to look at, and we'll spend most of our time with this one. You'll notice 3 websites down here, and I'm going to go through them right now. The first one is Ed Origami. It's by Andrew Churches, and I believe he actually has his PhD now, but this was his work for a PhD, and he analyzed and studied Bloom's taxonomy, and more importantly, the digital aspect of Bloom's taxonomy. So this is his take on it. And there is a ton of information here. So spend some time learning about it. I use this site all the time because it has such good information on it. Then down here under these quick sheets, I really like these, and I'm going to open one. And I'll put it in the window. Here, remembering. And this is the digital part. And you can see the 2 authors. Retrieving, recalling, or recognizing knowledge from memory. Remembering is when memory is used to produce definitions, facts, or lists, or recite or retrieve material. You have the key verbs, and objectives always begin with a verb. I can't stress that enough. Always begin objectives with a verb. And then he lists some possible activities that you can do. There is this poster that I found, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating, and it's called I Am a Blooming Butterfly. And I really like this poster, and it should be something that, maybe you keep in your folder or your repertoire of information. So if you scroll down, you can get this folder free, or this poster free, and by just clicking on it and downloading. The next website is Radio James Objective Builder. And I want you to go through the Objective Builder. Do the tutorial. It's about 10 to 15 minutes, and it's very helpful. And then I'm going to go in here just very quickly, but still go through the tutorial. Okay, I have opened up a lesson plan, and I just wanted to kind of show you my objectives. At the end of this lesson, students will, and I have the comprehension level, I have the application level, evaluation, another application level, and the knowledge level. So what I've done basically is I've scaffold the learning so that I can be reaching all of the students. By the end of this lesson, I should be able to meet all the needs of all students. Now this is a lot of objectives for one lesson. Generally, I recommend 2 to 3 objectives per lesson, but if I were to scroll up, I can show you that, this has this many different teachings in it, and that's why there's more. So what I would like you to do is create a lesson plan, and you're going to use Radio James Objective Builder to do this. Here's the Dropbox for the lesson plan assignment. And here's the lesson plan, and I do have a file here, and I will open that to show you. And it's how to write a lesson plan, and this is a good article to read on doing a lesson plan. They're the must-haves of a lesson plan. Different instructors require different things. This is what I require. And here's an example of a well-written lesson plan. And here is a eHow video on writing a lesson plan that I thought was pretty good. There's also these sites to look at. If you want, ask your cooperating teacher to give you a topic, and we're going to share your lesson plan on the discussion form, and you're going to review everyone's plan and make suggestions regarding the objectives and give other websites or ideas to extend the lesson. A lesson plan, it should never be just something you create and then never do anything with. Well, that's for this week, and this will be due on Monday. So if you have any questions, just send me an email, and I'm pretty good about getting back to people right away. We will talk to you soon. Bye now.